Hi, everybody. This is Pete Torre, the author of Connect with Ruthless Honesty. And I want to welcome you to a mini-series that I am doing in partnership with Miami Community Newspapers. It's a 7-part mini-series where I'm going to share with you the key elements and points and messages from my recently released book. As most of you know, this book was inspired by a major wake-up call that I had 2 years ago when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. This book is a product of that experience, the transformation I've had, and now I am going to share with you what I believe you need to consider as you are either going through the book now or will soon get your copy. And at the end of this video, I will share with you, if you don't have your copy yet, I will share with you on how to get one today. This book has 7 chapters, and chapter number 1 talks a little bit about my story before the diagnosis I had. And the chapter is called Who I Was and Where I Came From. This chapter summarizes my journey of my first 63 years, the hits and the misses, the ups and the downs, the successes, the disappointments, everything that you can imagine that a regular, normal person experiences in their lifetime. When I went about writing this book, and especially in sharing this personal account of myself in a very ruthlessly honest way, okay, I wanted to share with everybody and all of you that I'm a regular guy. I'm a normal guy like everybody else, okay? And I think that most of you can relate to that. I will tell you that when I took a look back at my life, I noticed some things that I was proud of and some other things I was not proud of. I also noticed that I did have accomplishments, but I also noticed that I underachieved many, many times, okay? When you read chapter 1, you're going to read a ruthlessly honest account of myself and the fact that I was ruled in many ways by negative emotions like anger, anxiety, guilt, sadness. Many folks in the world experience that. Many of you might be going through that right now. That makes you a human being, okay? But what is, I think, a negative is that we underestimate ourselves, and like I mentioned before, we underachieve. And I think the biggest culprit to underachievement and not achieving what you want in life and not being the best version of yourself is limiting beliefs. The beliefs that we're not good enough, that we don't measure up, we're full of doubt. And those are beliefs that I believe, right, that we acquired when we were very, very small. So I talk about that in this chapter, and I talk about my my obstacles, okay, and really, you know, what I believe has held me back through the years. So this chapter is going to, I believe, help you, first of all, to look at yourself, and then to decide what you're going to do about it. And guess what? It doesn't need to have a wake-up call. Your life doesn't need a wake-up call, right? To get to that point where you can shine in your life. Every chapter that I have has 4 ruthlessly honest questions that I ask of you at the end of each chapter. Let me share with you what the 4 questions are for chapter 1. Where is your life right now? Where are you at this very moment? Is there joy in your life? Is there unhappiness in your life? What's going on right now? Are you being the best version of yourself? Or are you underutilizing your God-given gifts? Where are you right now? Number 2, what are you most proud of? Regardless of the life you've had, and maybe in your opinion, your life hasn't been that great, there's got to be something, or even a few things that you've done that you are proud of, that make you feel really, really good. When you're honest with yourself, you will find a few things. But think about that one thing that you're most proud of. Number 3, what is the biggest adversity you have ever experienced? What is it? And not only what is it, how have you overcome that adversity? For me, it was the prostate cancer, something I had never encountered in my life. And the adversity that each one of us may encounter, or a multitude of adversities, many times are brand new things that we have never been faced with before. So it is the ultimate test, and that's where you need that faith in God. But I promise you, whether you realize it or not, you have overcome maybe not just one moment of adversity, but many others. And number 4, if you can change one thing in your life, that one thing, when you take a look back that maybe you would have done different, maybe you wouldn't have done, what is that one thing, okay, in your life that you'd like to change, that you'd like to do over again? Millions of people out there are living lives of quiet desperation. What does that mean? They're not happy. They're suffering. They're going through a lot of things. This chapter talks about that. And my hope is that when you read through it and you're going through some tough times, that you'll be inspired and that you will maybe have hope for the first time in a long time. So that's what I do in chapter 1, is share with you a ruthless account of myself, my inner world, and what led me to that wake-up call, of which I will share with you in chapter 2. Every chapter at the end has a quote that summarizes everything. The quote to this chapter is real simple. Change the lenses of your vision to see what you've been missing. I missed out on a lot of things because I had limiting beliefs, and I kind of fabricate a lot of things in my life. I had a hard time connecting with reality, so I missed out. Don't let that happen to you. Right now could be that moment, if you take a hard look at yourself, that you can make a positive change. Today would be a great day to get a copy of my book, if you haven't done yet. I'm going to ask you to go to my website, PeteConnects.com, and get your copy today. And start by reading chapter 1, because it sets the tone for the rest of the book. In future videos, I will be sharing with you chapters 2 through 7. Chapter 2 is the wake-up call, the moment I got hit with the news of the prostate cancer. Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope that you take a moment. If you got the book, read it. If you haven't, get it today on my website, PeteConnects.com. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.